Alright, welcome everyone to Wildcard Wednesday, where basically you guys have decided what I'm playing with your 5,000 gold coins. Hey, Ange! Yeah, sorry that my power didn't go out. Ange was the person that Colin was going to raid if my power went out. Hi, child.
Go upstairs, baby. Don't try and kill your father.
Apparently my daughter is starting the game early.
By the way, Rose.
It's just a jump to the
Yeah.
left.
And then a step to the right. No, that shirt is for your brother.
Ange, make sure you do your check-ins.
Go.
Alright,
No,
so a couple announcements before we get into the
only thing in
stream.
the entire box
Announcement
is for your
number
brother.
1 is our sponsors.
No, it'd be against my moral compass.
Your f***ing moral compass is a roulette wheel!
Our sponsors, Shockbite Gaming Servers, link is down below, and W Energy Drinks. If you use the code RubyMadHatter, my name, you get 10% off your entire purchase. Alright, both of these help support the stream, along with Ko-fi, which is also a donation down below. Yeah, Cameron, that was a pretty good timed one. Why won't both of you go to sleep? Good God.
Go.
So there is that. Ko-fi is there. Once we reach so many entries. Alright. So Ko-fi helps keep the lights on here. Every time we hit $300 of total donations, my daughter gets to pie me in the face. We have not hit that yet. We're at 62, 64%, somewhere in that range. I probably could check. Give me a second. I'm curious now. My page. What's the percentage? We're at 62% of the way of the 300 goal. So, we're getting there. It is a work in progress. Alright. So,
Every time our daughter finds out we've not hit this number, she pouts.
yeah, every time my daughter finds out we haven't hit the number, she pouts. She's unhappy. She's like, damn it, I want to hit it. Alright, so there is that, so check out Ko-fi if you can. Now, please keep in mind that any clips that you make of the stream will possibly get uploaded to YouTube and TikTok. If you're on YouTube, please like, share, and subscribe, and comment down below, because that helps appease the algorithm gods. Alright, if you guys had noticed, I have two people who are with me tonight in the chat with me.
Hello.
Yep. Alright, so this is the game. It's called King of the Castle, alright? So how you join is you type in !join, and then you hit space, and you type in he, she, they, if you want to pick a particular pronoun. Or you could type in !join, space, and type in Baron, Chiefs, or Counts. So you can pick which faction you join, or you can pick your gender. You cannot sadly do both. The game won't let you do it. It's so annoying. I wish they would fix that. Alright, so Ange is a Baron. Ori is a Baron.
Can I pick one?
Wizen is a...
I want to pick what you are.
No, you...
Please.
Will always be. Bros, you're supposed to be in bed. Good night.
Be a Baron.
Go. Good night.
I'm gonna pop in.
I'm a count apparently. Oh well. All right. So here's the flavor. Barons are essentially the Russians. They're the communist Russians almost in a way. The chiefs are Vikings, and the counts are. How do I want to put this? Vlad the Impaler is your daddy.
I like.
Yeah, the barons are the counts are very much like that Transylvania vampire shit.
I want to bite your neck.
Yep.
That was my juice spike.
Now, Ange and Ori, you have two on your side. Faye, of course, fireballs the tavern. Just because there's two of you doesn't mean you're guaranteed to win. All right. The game does, like, how do I want to play? Distributes power between all the factions relatively evenly. So if you have more players on your faction, it tends to be a little bit more difficult for you to balance it out. But not so much that it's not fair. All right. Let us begin. I don't think Gamera is joining one of the factions. I think he's just going to sit back and watch. But anybody can join at any time. All right. So where we left off, I need to get stability up or the Barons will be winning. I have to keep the... let's see. Barons is lower kingdom stability to 4 or less. Counts need the kingdom treasury to be 33,500.
And Barons?
And I don't see anything for the chiefs. I think the chiefs got their what they were aiming for. Faye is a count.
Yeah.
All right. So, all right. Let's see what we're going on here. We got opening strike. Oh boy, here we go. Too long have the bastards in the Crownlands held us down. Too long have they called us heathens and mocked our way of life. Aye! Now it's time to take up our axes and fight back. Morgana is with us. We'll burn the churches and string up their lying priests. Aye! Now I ask you, brave chiefs of the free north, where will we strike first? We can launch a preemptive strike against the barons to cripple their military capabilities. If we suspect the counts may join our cause, we can call them to war, but they'll be more likely to join us if the king's authority is low. Finally, we could send off an assassin to nip this in the bud. Dishonorable, of course, but convenient. Rose!
I want to see too.
Rose, no. You need to go upstairs.
Alright. Inquisition. You get to vote. You type in !A, B, or C.
I want to vote.
Rosalind, upstairs.
All right. Or no, I think you have to type in !vote space C.
You're also right where I need to be sitting.
And don't worry if the timers run out. The timer just means that's when I can hit. No. The vote's got to be next to the exclamation point.
What are you playing?
There you go. King of the castle.
Ow.
All right.
Send in.
I'm the king of the
But that's
castle.
it,
You're a dirty rascal.
Yeah. Voting is closed.
Every single
So he's sending an assassin to the king. Thank you for meeting with me on short notice. The sum you offered piqued my interest. You understand why the sum is so high, though. Wow, you spent most of your money for this. Yes, you want me to assassinate the king. No trouble, I am a child of the Viper. If you have gold and you want a man dead, he is dead. Get it done.
I have a baby.
I'm a little concerned. I think I'm gonna get shanked.
Oh, I like this assassin. I really do.
I'm gonna get shanked, man. This is gonna go badly. The Baron is on the brink of chaos. It's perfect. We have to strike. We intended us to do. Swoop in and kidnap the king in full view of the Palace Watch. No, we have to use the chaos to our advantage. We have two options. A. Lure the king to the march and abduct him there. Raise your own defiance. Manufacture a food crisis and kidnap the king during the relief efforts. Lower own farming. Oh boy.
Lower your own farming.
Well, Barons, you get to vote. Your farming is 3, but your defiance is also 4. So either option is going to work.
I want the farming.
Rosalind, you're done. Finish your drink and go upstairs. Now.
Vote A. Alright, so they're voting A. Do we have any other nobles on their side? Nope. Okay, good. Voting has closed. So, they gotta raise their own defiance.
Oh, this is gonna work out perfectly for my assassin.
I do what my team friend does. That's fair. We need to convince the king that the march is on the verge of rebellion. In the current climate, he'll be forced to make a diplomatic visit to smooth things over. That's when we strike. Once the king enters the peace tent, and another king leaves. They have to raise their defiance to 6, but without starting a rebellion. Oh. Oh. The barons are at the very... They've got 3 done, and so do the counts. Oh. Okay, so... Angelwoman and Ori, you have to get your defiance up to 6. If you do that before the end of a season, I die. Or you basically replace me. Wizen and Faye have to get 33,050 gold. And if they do so, I will become possessed by the demon of greed. So there's that. Ulster, you are at the very beginning. You have to work your way through this.
Damn. Well, I've never been one to shy away from getting my hands dirty.
Here's the thing. You're already rebellion. We're fighting you.
Oh, no. Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, dear.
Yeah. Alright. So, calling in the cavalry. We'll go with that one. Marshal strides in, her face streaked with mud and sweat. Had some trouble in the last skirmish, Your Majesty. Alright. Is everyone alright? In a humorless grin. When our cavalry charged, those rebel bastards lined up pikes and just waited. It wasn't pretty. Some of our soldiers got away, most of the horses didn't. This is a problem. I've been exchanging diplomatic messages with the Ashmedian Empire. They're willing to donate war thoroughbreds to the cause. It is in your interest to keep the Majesty's kingdom leadership consistent, Your Majesty. I don't trust them. They want us in our debt. I suggest we send scouts into the Northern Territory and steal horses from their foremost equestrian chief, Ulster Inquisition. That would be dangerous.
Oh, don't mind me. Come on in. I've plenty of gifts for you.
Yeah. It goes, all you want is handshakes and greasy palms. This is a war, not a county fair. Okay. So now all you guys get to vote. And I don't have enough money for paying Wizen. So either one is not bad. So I will go with doing what's called the Monarch's Golden Choice on A, which is every person that votes for A gets 500 gold.
That's a bribe.
Uh-huh. Hey, I'm not against bribing you, all you little bastards. Alright, vote away. Oh, cheese on that would have actually been really good. I didn't think of that.
I smelled it and I was like, that's gonna be spicy.
It is a little spicy. Come on, peeps. You gotta vote. Wyson says vote A. Ori says vote C. Faye says vote A. Ulster says vote C. Ange says vote C. Why did Ulsters get... Oh, because you're rebelling. You don't get to vote.
Okay.
I forgot about that. I did not know that. So, good to know. Ads. Okay, we gotta wait for ads. Oh. We have a tie vote. Would you like to be the tie vote?
I find it rather funny that I'm playing as a chieftain.
Huh?
Given my last two D&D games in the Sulan Empire were based around chieftains as kings and queens instead of, like, chiefs of a tribe.
Yep.
But wouldn't C just still get you good horses and he's already rebelling?
Yes, he's already rebelling and it has a 25% chance of succeeding.
Oh.
Where one has a guaranteed success, but the problem with one is I owe them for something later.
Oh.
The price has not been stated.
That's annoying.
So, do I take the risk and steal horses, or do I, take the risk and go with what could possibly be behind door number 2?
It's no number 2. Wait till you see what's in store for you.
Do you want to keep your vote at A as A?
How much do you think they're going to try and stab you?
Moderate amount, not any more than my current players.
Okay.
A.
Will they name a salad after you?
Probably. I don't know how many stabs I'm going to get, but I know it's going to be a lifetime supply.
It usually is.
Alright. Frowning, crushing scroll. Uh-oh. Oh. I don't want to give him the East. Oh, Rebels got a victory point. God damn it. Didn't have much of a thing there. Something's wrong.
Yay!
A merchant is dawning on about biggers than time. Sorry, flash of movement out of your corner of your eye. Hoodman sheathing a lethal blade. Merchant's dawning shudders to halt. Honor guard's sword drawn. The assassin flings her blade at moments before crash onto him. A duck dive, and I'm surprised the third one isn't dodge.
Bad like an idiot. Do the rightful kingly thing.
Duck. Throws back rest an inch where your head would have been. Somehow, your honor guard and the assassins engage. Somehow, the lone killer downed several of them in an instant, though they received only superficial cuts. They are convulsing, foam dribbling from their lips. Eventually, the assassins cut down, but not before your marcher veterans have been utterly decimated. The few survivors die within hours, also foaming.
That's
Oh.
poison.
Yep. You have incredible luck. Good thing your honor guard were loyal. I dreaded to think what would happen if you sympathized with the rebels. She pulls out the knife that had been embedded in your throne. Venom of the scorpion cat. The slightest cut you would have died in agony. Okay.
Poison, I see, has been his timeless end.
Yep. This dagger is coated in the most venomous poison. I should not have licked my own dagger. The most feared assassins in the kingdom, no doubt hired by your enemies in the north. They use magic and tricky poison combat. A single viper's child can slaughter even the most kingdom finest warriors. Alright, of course. It's gone differently. Okay, so my honor guard saved my ass.
But are dead
The
now.
problem is, now you don't have an honor guard. You're vulnerable.
Hello?
Yeah, that's a problem. Vast armies darken the landscape like shadows of clouds. Flags are flying, drums are gripped in civil war. At least that's what you imagine. Most of your time spending in the safety of your palace, poring over a giant map with your marshal. Your Majesty, the army of the North is advancing on the capital, led by a treacherous cur Chief Master Money III. I have received word from your commander, our loyalist fortress in the march. If they march now, they'll intercept the chief in a matter of days. It's risky, but together they have the highest chance of defeating the cursed chiefs. What are your orders, Your Majesty? Alright, give me a second. Let me check here. Military 6, counts as 4. So, the barons and the counts should join forces. I'll relay your orders to Orinova, the commander in the field. So, Ori, you're a commander.
Ooh, I feel honored.
We have our orders, but should we follow them? Alright, here's the thing. Barons, should you follow the orders? If you defy orders, you send the Marcher army to fight. Defy orders and send the Marcher army to fight the rebels directly, immediately. Follow orders and link up with the counts. Hang back and let the rebels march on the capital without challenge. Here's the problem. If they march on the capital and succeed, barons lose. The same thing with the counts. If the chiefs succeed in their rebellion, you too lose. So think about that. Now, barons, you have a military of 6, and so do the chiefs. The counts have a military of 4. So if the barons and the counts team up, they'll outnumber the chiefs. But that also takes a little bit of time, and that'll also if the counts agree to show up. Vote B. Alright, we got our 2 barons. Alright. Voting has closed. Alright, they're gonna... The whole city holds its breath. You stew in your palace waiting for your marshal's return. Perfectly composed.
Don't worry, I have my planner and all the paperwork I've been doing for
Anne's on the phone. Barons have turned their army and linked around with the counts. Let's hope the plan is sound. The fate of the kingdom was violence. Yes, we will prevail. I have a lot to take care of. Next few weeks becomes clear the Marcher army retreat. It has become clear that the Marcher army's retreat has given the free rein to pillage and plunder the march. Oh, their farming went down to 1. Meanwhile, church manners of plunder, stolen loot. So the chiefs just stole the baron's wealth. They burned your crops and actually stole your wealth. Barons, you really probably want to kill the chiefs at this point.
Was there any way I could...
Oh, I do.
Okay, here we go. Ending the season. Let's see what happens. Okay, this is where the auction works, alright? Now, get ready to do this. That number on the right is how much money you have, okay? So in this case, you type in !fund in one word, and then you put X and Y. X is the character code down here, like A, B, C, D, E, F. Y is the amount of money you are pledging towards that. Alright? Whichever 2 of these are the highest are basically the ones that get built. Okay? So, 1 increases stability, 1 lowers trade. Now, when I say increases stability in trade, this is... Stability is mine, the kingdom stability. Not yet, Wizen. I have to hit start first. So you want to hold on to that. And I'll count down before I hit start. Alright? But you know how this one says lower trade? That is lowering trade for the barons, not lowering trade for me. So the chiefs, that's increase to their farming, lowering their faith. Counts is lowering farming, increasing military. Alright? So that's where we got. Alright? So I'm going to start the auction in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Auction started. You got 60 seconds. Go.
As I was trying to tell you, there are no bullets left in this gun, you see?
Hey, Dragon. You can join in on the fun if you want, buddy. All you gotta do is type in ! join, and then he, she, they. Whichever thing is. So right now, A and F are winning. Also, if you want to increase it by more, I think you have to type in fun C1000. You play some interesting games. I try to make it entertaining. Alright, looks like we're about to end. Time's up. So, Ulster, you got your money back. So, we're getting +1 military for the Counts and more stability for the Barons. Alright.
The king couldn't save the... The
Alright.
king cannot rule over you properly. Join me as your new king. I shall rule you properly.
Barons and accounts are all stand between the chiefs and the capital. The final battle to decide the fate of the kingdom will send word to the counts it's time to strike. We can only hope they listen to your orders, your majesty. Alright, counts. Send the joint forces of the counts and the barons to fight the rebels, or hang back and let the chiefs march on the capital without challenge. If you let the chiefs march on the capital, I die. There is that downside. Vote A. Alright. Dragon, are you joining? Alright. Damn it. Marshal report.
Damn it.
We caught the chiefs by surprise as they were fording a river. Classic pincer movement. Counts attacked from one side, barons from the other. To our surprise, the Northern soldiers rallied and fought us like tigers. We fought a battle that was a sure victory and turned out into a drawn-out slog. Early in the battle, I got knocked off my horse, thanked the knights for my armor, and broke my arm. Got knocked clean out. The rest is secondhand. The battle was a disorganized, friendly, mass casualties on both sides. In the end, we broke first. Our troops were scattered and hunted down like dogs. Rebels got a second victory point. The barons and the counts lost 1 military point each, and so did the north. Things happen in war. You want to see this here? We must build up fortifications, stockpile food, and trade up a citizens' militia. The chiefs will be counted outside the city's wall in a matter of weeks. It's time to pray to the ninth, your majesty, because apart from him, we're on our own. Oh, Jesus. Alright, let's see what's going on here with Keep Them Sweet. The counts are not happy. Rebels have a keen eye and they'll take advantage of the situation. If East joins the rebellion, it will be in serious trouble. Alright. Very well. Let's see. How long will this take? Each minute I spend away from my lands, I sense the chief's approach. It's not been the easiest time for any of us. I just hope we can all have a productive time. Alright. Oh, Jesus. Alright. Alright, I'll go with that. Alright.
Oh.
Let's try to appoint some counts as military advisors. Actually, you know what? I'll do Golden Chalice again. Alright. Every person that votes B gets 500 gold. We can either ignore the situation entirely, which increases defiance for the counts, or appoint the counts as some military advisors. So come on, let's do. Oh, come on.
Come on, A, vote A.
Oh, we have a tie. You can't vote, Ulster. You're not in the kingdom.
It was worth a try.
I'm going to appoint some of them as military advisors. Son of a bitch. Two resolves in arguments. And the rebels got a victory point. God damn it. This is not going well. A fortress besieged. Uh-oh. Andrew woman needs help. What kind of aid? She's holed up inside her fortress. Fortress can withstand a frontal assault, but the rebels aren't stupid enough to try that. They'll besiege and starve her out. That's it, Your Highness. Okay, what do I do? I would, let's see. I'm going to veto that and make it either A or B. Alright, here we go. Our defiance is going up. Yeah, well, the problem is, if people vote for A, your defiance goes down. But at the same time, the trade does have a 60% chance of succeeding. Alright, I'm going to let it go for a little bit longer because we're still missing Ange and... Who else? Faye. Ange and Faye. I'll wait for one more vote, see what happens. Alright, you voted B. Oh, goody. Alright. Well, B wins. Here we go. Command troops to fight. You search for some area for some honest folk wanting to make an honest living. I love how that's in quotations. By moving food inside the castle. Firing in commerce. It's not hard to find a group of smugglers willing to do your dirty work. You pay them handsomely. Know they'll profit beyond above any king. Trade challenge succeeded. Besiegers don't catch on, allowing the Baroness to hold them off indefinitely. With a significant portion of the rebel forces tied up, their military strength suffers. We get a victory point! Hey! And the North loses some military. Alright. Alright, now I get to choose on taxes. Alright. You there. I can't do the chiefs. And you there. Oh, that's negatives. Yeah, I don't want to do negatives. What is that? It doesn't say what they need. It just says it needs to be higher. Oh, wait. Defiance has to be 6. I mean, I could do that and just keep it as is. Yeah. Having 1,000 will be helpful. So, the rebels need 2 more victory points. And then they win. Besiege. Oh, Jesus. Can I please get good things happening? Damn it.
Never.
The chiefs are digging tunnels under walls, Your Majesty. By the blood of the dead, northern troops could boil up from underground anywhere in the city, even under your very throne. I have placed bronze bowls of water inside the city walls, judging by the size of the ripples. We've worked out where the tremors are coming from. It is a rough measurement for certain, but if we act now, what will the council have me do? Alright, we have a choice. Flood the tunnels with water diverted from the river, dig counter tunnels and send troops to fight them off, or smoke them out.
If you flood them, you risk undermining your own walls.
That is true.
Flood me. Flood them. Flood them. Do what you know to be true.
I'm not gonna go with the counter tunnels. Either smoke them out or flood them. Go. I love you. What was that about?
A different place that I looked at and hadn't gotten a hold of them because I don't want to put my credit card or debit card information on their website to show,
Right.
and I won't do that. So they just called me.
Okay.
And so I have the code to go look at it.
Okay.
It's one of the ones I kind of really liked. It's over on Sterling.
Well, check it out.
Yeah. I figured tomorrow I'd get Rose on the bus, possibly go look at this, take Danny to therapy, and then go home.
Yeah. All right. We're flooding the walls. We're flooding the tunnels. The river flow directly into the enemy's tunnel, flushing away the wooden braces along with their miners. Across caused the tunnel collapse. That tunnel was under our walls. Section of our walls partially collapsed into sinkhole, and hundreds of northern soldiers swarmed in. Oh, come on!
I told you not to flood it!
We fought them off, but only barely. Who knows how long the barricade will hold. So they got another victory point. So they need one more victory point, and I lose. But the problem is, the chiefs would win, which means the barons and the counts lose as well.
Come on, vote me a new king. I promise to be generous with the spoils.
Okay. Empty bellies make empty heads, your majesty. The peasants may rise up and revolt if they starve too much longer. That would be disastrous. Find a way to feed the people, or at least prevent them from rising up against you. Stage a risky attack on rebels, steal food supplies in solidarity. The king will eat as little as their peasants. Let them eat cake. Let them eat horses. Alright. Here we go. Pick one. I don't have a veto, so I can get really fucked here.
Come on, come on.
You guys understand, if we lower our military, that means the chiefs are gonna win, and that means the barons and the counts lose. Okay, we got one more vote coming, which should be Ange. She said, "Let them eat cake." Fucking hell!
Wow, Ange.
Voting tied at 2. I'm gonna go with risky thing to steal food. And the challenge failed. Of course, they're hurled wall by trebuchet. Gamble to put fewer amount. Yep, they win. I just lost. Chiefs are marching through the crown lands, pillaging, burning the roads, have heaving refugees' corpses along the river. So, well, get down from you. Like, is there any hope? Only one. The barons' accounts are still out there, your majesty. Combined army may have defeated the rebels in the last battle, but they'll be gathering reinforcements, calling on reserves. I hope they get here in time. Right, there's still hope. You better get inside. Game 2 will be better. Yeah, I hope. But I think I'm going to be dead here shortly.
I'm going to be king.
Yeah. And there. Wait, the siege grinds on. What? The weak staff fireways. Palace exposed. Right, demand to be fed. Don't worry. Council will be here soon of it. Horror blast outside the walls. The chiefs are mounting a final attack. And there we go.
My forces, take the capital now while we have the chance, before his vile kingliness reinforcements get here.
Hey,
we must
Unicorn!
Alright. It's probably dead. Royal court is empty except for you, your wife, and your son. Have you...
Welcome, traveler.
Sure, have a drink together.
There'll be a moment when Saddle your horse escape the city.
As
I know
was
secret
trying to tell you,
passages.
there are
All
no
right,
bullets
let's
left in
go.
this gun, you see? As I was trying to tell you, there are no
All right.
bullets left in this gun, you see?
Set up.
Oh, yeah. It's all coming together.
Her head is missing. Oh, Chief Master Money's
This
there.
is a great opportunity for slaughter.
Oh, god damn it. I'm gonna die here.
Oh my.
I'm not here for you. With spies, Triumph Sir makes a sharp gesture. Northern Warrior step forward. Until you know good Morgana spawn the fates against you. Brace myself.
Brave Sir Robin?
Yep. No harm came to her. 0,000 peasants, sitting grinning. Rebels have won. The capital's taken. You're a former king. And I'm dead.
Do I get to vote on anything here, or what do I do now?
No, I've lost. That is the game.
You're dead and out of this world.
Yep. Now I got to do another one.
All hail the new King Inquisition! Bow before my majesty.
All right, of the Tavern Dynasty. Here we go. Play on Twitch. All right, what 3 factions are we picking? We got the Barons, who are belligerent and fondness for hunting. Chiefs are honorable warriors of the North, but have pagan religion. The Counts are like the Dracula shit. Grandees are like the Middle East guys, I think. Their impassioned duels known for the strict adherence to honor, etiquette, and the Ninth God. They're so... think actually like Byzantine. Patricians. Okay, there we go. Grandees. Alright, so we got Patricians and Grandees. Who should be the third? Should we do Barons, Chiefs, or Counts? Okay, we got Counts. We got one for Barons. Do we have someone breaking the tie? Counts. Okay. Yep, we'll do that. Alright, type in join, and you say join Counts, or join Grandees, or join Patricians. Oh, it did work that way. Okay, that's weird. Normally that doesn't work. We got Patricians. I think it remembers your thing. Your brain. Come on.
Yeah, I see that.
Fucking A. Pronouns. Jesus Christ. It remembers your pronouns when you redo it. So, we got everybody. It doesn't look like we have anybody else.
Yeah, it also seems to remember... no, it didn't seem to remember, because I put in join Patricians, and it put me in the Counts. I guess because there were already 2 Patricians.
Probably. I'm not sure. That's a little weird. Alright. So here is what we got. Alright. I have 3,000 treasury, 5 stability, 5 authority. Counts have 4 trade. Grandees have 6. Patricians have 7. For farming, we got Counts 7. Grandees 6. Patricians 4. So Patricians aren't doing well on farming. Counts got the best military. Grandees got the best faith. Everybody has 1 on defiance. Alright, path to victory. Your Majesty, when you die, how do you... Why am I a woman this time? I put in he. Okay, I'm just an address then. When you die, how do you want the kingdom to remember you? Okay,
As the longest surviving ruler in history?
Yeah, that would be nice. I would like... I'm going to go with trade. Because we do have a lot of trade. We have 17 trade. I have 5 authority. Military is 9, 12. No. Faith is... Let me check. 8, 9, 10, 11, 16. So trade is still higher. And farming is 17. So it's farming or trade or authority. You know what? I haven't done this before, so I'll go with authority. Your authority as much as possible. Once you have an heir, your impression is progressing. Got it. Coronation. Restless and restless look for daggers. Okay. Council decide what happened at the coronation. Alright, of course. Alright, you guys get to decide what happens to me in the coronation. Alright. I'm getting rid of that one. So, lavish played with jugglers, invite foreign dignitaries to show off our wealth, or throw me in the river. Go. I know what they're gonna choose. Yep, they're all choosing the one Anne thought they were choosing. Fucking A. Yep, all of you want to throw my ass in the river. Stability is now civil. Dubious. Alright. Stifling giggles. Yeah. Council introduction. Okay, who we got? Council of Nobles. Alright, introduce yourself to Counts of the East. Oranova is a count. Aren't you spiffy looking?
I usually am.
Yep. Patricians is Wizen. Oh yeah, they always wear that mask. And the grandee is Faye and Friends. Alright. End the season. Cyril of the Ultra Inquisition family, a well-known coastal tycoon, scribbles with a well-used quill on hardwood desk, explaining in a measured prose. Fellow patricians of the coast, my claim to the throne is far more legitimate than that of King Ruby. Something must be done. What is with you and fucking trying to get me off the throne there, Inquisition?
Well, you see, you shouldn't tangle with an Ulsterman.
Alright, Wizen and Ulster, please vote. You got your choice. You could raise my treasury, you could raise your own trade, or you could lower authority. That is your goals. Pick one, A, B, or C.
Wizen, let us pick what serves us best. Raise our own trade.
Yeah, he says uprising treasury. Yep. You gotta vote too there, buddy.
What the hell happened? I was... Suddenly it went back to... Okay, let's try this again.
Alright, raise own trade. They must build up an industry. You have to have raise their trade to 5 or more in 4 seasons. Well, fuck. Your trade is 7 already, so that's a problem. Verdad of Angelwoman 237 lineage, Southern Mischief Maker. A false pretender on the throne occupies the throne while my claim is ignored. Grandees of the South, this is a strain on our honor. We must not allow it to go unanswered. Okay, so that means Ange and Faye, choose which goal you're aiming for. Are you going to do sorcery, subterfuge, or intimidation? Oh man, this is going to be bad. Subterfuge. Okay. So their goal is to lower stability. Doing a bad job. They have to get stability 4 or less. Okay. Avina of the Orionova dynasty. Famous, notorious former hermit leans on it delicately on a podium, whispering carefully. My fellow counts, in ancient times the East was its own proud kingdom. We can bring back those days of glory, but not while the false King Ruby wears the crown. Alright, Ori, since you're by yourself, you get to pick either lower your defiance, which you create a person who looks like me, ascension, lower your own faith, or possession, lower your own defiance. If you lower your defiance, you could get me possessed by a demon.
Ooh.
I don't know what ascension is. I've never seen that one, so I can't tell you what that is.
I'm hoping for 2 thrones now.
Yeah, I know. You're frickin' already succeeded once. Lower defiance.
Because I can.
They're going to summon a demon to possess the king, putting him totally under their control. They have to lure the king to a false sense of security. They have to have their defiance of 4 or less. Okay. So they need stability lowered. Your trade is good, so I have to lower your trade somehow. And I have to increase your defiance. Okay. I'm going to go with reverse voting. That's a good one. Okay. Giant spiders, the honor guard, or counterfeit currency. Let's do the honor guard first. Paperwork, trust the chosen ones, your adventure, bold as brass. Your mage, I finally got to see this bloody palace is mage. Might have to take a seat. Who are you? My name is Ralph, you mage. Listen, I've got a bloody great idea for it. What if gangrene could be cured by moldy bread? I haven't tried anything yet, but I got a good feeling. Marshal burst in. The Marshal burst in. Your Majesty, sorry I didn't come sooner. I have no idea where the palace watch are. Do you want me to kill this intruder? Just kick him out. She looks at her. One thing is clear from this mess: you need an honor guard who can actually keep you safe, not like the palace watch. The guard's loyalties would divide between you and the region. Of course, you could just hire foreign mercenaries above all. Okay. So here we are. You in the chat can actually argue for who I should hire. Alright? So Easter Knights. The Order of the Drowned Rose are highly respectable. They'll understand palace etiquette, but it's been years since they fought in actual battle. Mostly write poems these days. So Ori, that's your guys.
Okay.
Then we got the Southern Battle Nuns. Terrifying warriors, they've sworn a vow of silence so they won't spill any state secrets. But their faith and loyalty is to the church above all, even your safety. So that is Ange and Faye. And then Coastal Gladiators. Gang of low-blown crooks have turned themselves into celebrities through their skill at chopping other people into bits. They are vain and selfish. Their skill in battle is undeniable, but can you trust them?
Do these mice smell like random stuff? Because I found stuff on the walls in the bathroom.
Okay.
I think it's bubble bath.
Go tell Mommy.
Mom.
Or other foreign mercenaries. Tatterland's called the Battle-Bitten Brethren. They specialize in bodyguard work, but they're constantly hiring your kingdom's fighters. Alright. The verdict. Okay, guys. Yeah, you're sending nuns. Wizen says, hire the patricians. We will serve you well.
Dad, is this Pedialyte
Sure, surely a great king such as
What?
yourself
Pedialyte
doesn't actually need an honor guard.
And she's like, hire me! Indeed we shall. I am going to try, because I've had the Coastal Gladiators before. I've done the Eastern Knights before. I haven't done this one yet. So I'm going to go with the Southern Nuns. The battle nuns arrive at your palace a few weeks later. They nod to you silently, their solemn steel masks betraying nothing, before filing into formation behind your throne. That's creepy, but I love it. Alright. Giant spiders. Let's do that one. Your Majesty, a forest on my land has been completely overrun by giant spiders, some as big as horses. The trees are shrouded in webs. The travelers are going missing. We have to put a stop to this. Okay. Hire hobbits.
I was just thinking the same thing.
The hobbits, it burns us. I'm gonna go with the bounty. Don't put a bounty on things yet. Alright. Go! A. Send in the army to wipe them out. B. Burn it! Burn it with fire! Or D. Coexist with the spiders. Now, mind you, if you burn it, you lose trade, you lose farming. Faye also says D. Everybody likes D. Alright. We must learn to coexist with the giant spiders. Their monsters, mandible dripping with venom, sucking them dry. Perhaps we could change that. By the blood of dead, these are arachnids. We won't get far with diplomacy. You send your Chancellor to Quail University. Perhaps the scholars will have some ideas for how you and the spiders can coexist peacefully. Alright, counterfeit currency. Let's see what we got here. The South has been preposterous late, but my tax collectors are reporting suspicious coins in the latest takings. The whole region is washed with fake money. The council needs to act. Tell everyone to examine their coins and return any duds. Offer substantial reward if counterfeiters are caught. Order your artificers to invent new coin that's harder to counterfeit. I want to catch the counterfeiters. I hope you guys will too, because that's really helpful. Because I don't think the grandees want their trade to go down. And that's what the other two options do, is they lose trade. And on the upside, B makes me lose money too.
It's a win-win.
Yeah. At least it's a win-win for the grandees. Which none of them have voted yet. Alright. Oh, they both voted for A. Well, B won. Alright. Over the next few weeks, bounty hunters root out the counterfeiters in the cellars, hideouts, and back rooms across the South. More than 100 forgers face the noose. All of those bounties are eye-watering expensive, of course, but public trust in your currency soars. Controversy erupts when it is revealed that one of the counterfeiting rings, led by Ganji Angelwoman herself, of course, her fake gold is confiscated at once. She lost all of her money and I get it back. So what I just spent, I got back. That's what you get for making fake money, Angelwoman. Yeah, I'm gonna hang her. Bye. Alright, authority is higher. Defiance is a little higher for them. Angelwoman has died. Angelwoman the second has joined the council. Alright, this is that auction again, alright? So counts. You can increase your faith or decrease your farming. Grandees, you can increase your farming, decrease stability. And patricians, you can increase your trade or decrease your military. So there is that. So with that being said, I'm going to start it in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Start. You have 60 seconds. Why isn't it fund? It's exclamation point. There you go. There we go. Okay. Alright, get some faith. That's good. Faith is good. Man, the Grand Bazaar is going to be doing great. Jesus Christ.
I want that big shiny chair. I want to sit there.
God damn it. Alright, time's up. So, trade went up 1, and faith went up 1. Coexisting with spiders, putting on a show, finding a spouse. Let's do a spouse first. Twisty passes your castle, you avoid your visors, nobles, even spy master, but there's one person you can't avoid. Your mother. Why haven't you found a spouse yet? It's been almost a year. I've been busy. What's your preference? You know what? I'm just gonna hit any and see what the game throws at me. Just for the laughs. Alright. Let's coexist with spiders. Let's see what happens. I'm a archaeologist you sent for having spider problems. Giant spiders, to be precise. Trichuris magnum, colloquially known as giant spider or the gigantula. Fascinating specimen with many practical uses. You can raise them as livestock and milk them for their potent venom. You can harvest their silk, which makes fine sails and formidable armor. But last but not least, you could train them from birth to be ridden as mighty steeds. Who could resist a cavalry regiment that comes into battle atop of these mighty arachnids? The possibilities are endless. You just need to get a hold of some eggs. No easy task, I'm afraid. Holy shit! Alright, Ange, no problem. Alright. We're going to do what's called reverse voting, which is you vote for the option you like the least. I could do that. No, wait. No. Let's not leave the spiders alone. Alright, there we go. All right, there we go. A, B, or C. Are we going to hire some adventurers? Are we going to send in some soldiers? Or are we going to lure in the spiders from their nest with an offering? Let's go. Alright, we have Ulster. Alright, looks like we got everybody because Ange is going AFK. Voting is closed. We're going to lure them with the nest for the offering. We have the herds and website wood. Oh, it failed.
As I was trying to tell you, there are no bullets left in this gun, you see?
Yep, more merchants go missing. God damn it, we didn't succeed. Putting on a show. Gold, cutting your treasure. We could put on a mock sea battle coastal arena. It's been far too long. Put up dry land. So boring. That sounds expensive. Fill the seawater and then we build a few custom ships. Okay. Oh boy. Hold a mock battle at the arena, which will increase military trade, decrease defiance. Hold the event at sea, which decreases trade, authority, or treasury. Or, okay, we're going to do reverse voting. So vote for the option you like the least. Go. Because none of these options are great for me. Alright, we got 2 votes. 3. We're waiting for Ulster. Alright, so let's see which one we get. Yeah, I lost it. That's 2,000 gold gone. You hope for more. A few competitors drown. Oh no, the coast has 10. Jesus Christ. Alright, so they succeeded in their first level scheme. It's working, our reputation is secured. Now we promise the Archbishop. We must evade him at all cost. Must lower their faith to 4 in 4 seasons. Alright. Alright, I need some money.
Well, you know who has the highest trade.
Yeah, it's true. Alright, confirm tax. Alright, what do we got? Eligible options, troublesome holiday makers, counterfeiters caught. Well, okay, let's look at the eligible options first. Okay, yes, I know. Alright, let's see the eligible candidates. Varenka, the eldest daughter of the Orinova dynasty. Met her once. All she did see was squeak out a hello and run off. She seemed nice enough. She spends most of her time indoors. Pouring of a musty tome. She went missing a while ago, but it turned out she accidentally locked herself in the cellar and survived on wine for a week. Okay. From the coast, we have Marcel, a wealthy heir to noble Ulster Inquisition's estate. He wasn't originally an heir, but his elder brother had an unfortunate accident. His interests are typical of the coast: money, money, and money, and making more of it. Common folk call him a skinflint, though, and worse things. Alright. From the south, we have Fabian, the eldest son of Faye and Friend's lineage. He is reputed to have an ego the size of the sun, but nothing wrong with confidence, right? Like many in the South, he puts his faith in the ninth god above worldly concerns, and he's got grand plans by all accounts. He wants to change the world. Alright. Alright. Guys, tell me what you have in mind for who I should go with. Make your case. I want to hear your case.
Go for the quiet one.
Go for the quiet one.
If you go for the patricians, there may be a distinct lack of interest in your throne afterward.
Uh-huh. Mary Marcel, and your kingdom and its heirs will be well taken care of. I mean, this is true. And we don't sling dirt. Alright, we'll go with I made my decision. Marcel. Alright. Troublesome holiday makers. This is not to be born. Branches a crumple hat. What are we talking about? Oh, Gramercy, I think that's mine. This is left on the edge of my estate by a group of patricians on holiday, along with a huge number of empty bottles of wine. Oh, boy. They scattered picnic baskets everywhere, trampled my crops, and sat around a bonfire all night. My horses are terrified. Now I know the culprit is noble patrician Wizen and their dissolute idle friends. We're just enjoying our prosperity and taking a break. Southern food is so delightful. There are so many fish dishes you can try on the coast. Only so many. Okay. You should be flattered that we're eager to visit. Flattered by the ninth, when the patricians came to our lands, all they do is cause trouble and destruction. Oh, boy. So, no more holidays to the south. The holidays continue, but patricians must pay the grandees an enormous sum. Carry on as usual. Grandee Angelwoman II is angry over nothing. Encourage the patricians to holiday in the east instead. I'm gonna go with B. Alright, go! Alright, guys, let's see what you go with. Are we going to tell the patricians they can't holiday in... So this is essentially telling Wizen and Ulster they can't holiday in Fae and Angelwoman's lands. Is the first one. The second one is that they're allowed to do it, but they have to pay a fee. Third one is tell Angelwoman to bugger off. And the fourth one is encourage the patricians to holiday in Orinova's lands instead.
Let's not do that.
Yep. Alright, here we go. The holidays continue, but the patricians pay the grandees a sum. Some of the patricians' wealth is decreased, the grandees is increased. South's trade is now wealthy. So there's that. Oh, counterfeiters caught. Let's see what we got here. You remember the bounties we placed on the foreigners in the South? Yes. Counterfeiters were rank amateurs. Their coins were only convincing if you're a fool, drunk, or both. Now we've rooted out the real professional. Her coins are so convincing I can't even tell the difference. Let me introduce Penelope. Hello, Your Highness. Please don't hang me. Hello, Penelope. We should employ her at the Royal Mint to make us coins that can't be forged. Or even better, we can use her expertise to track down other forgers. By the 9th, if we employed this outlaw, we'll make a mockery of the king's justice. Are we sending a message that we only execute insufficiently skilled criminals? Alright. Hang Penelope. Ask Penelope to catch other forgers. Or have her come up with a new counterfeit coin. The patricians investigated the issue and found no problem with vacationing. Yep. Actually, all these are pretty good, so I really don't want to do anything. So just go ahead and vote, guys. A, B, or C. A, to hang her. B, to ask her to catch other forgers. C, to come up with a counterfeit-proof coin. Looks like we're hanging someone. Hang her! Yes! Alright. Here we go. We're hanging her. What I'm supposed to do with skills is churn butter at the farm. Penelope's dragged off and hanged in the city square. Your treasurer skulks for days, but the grandees agree that you set the right example. I have a commanding authority. Strolling through the vineyard, company of close friends. The king's supposed to be chaos. Instead, everybody's getting along with each other. It's most upsetting. We can hardly argue the king's advisors are doing a bad job when the whole kingdom is turned into one big picnic. Yet, you have to get it to 4 or less. Alright. I don't like stop to count for Twitch because that's kind of shitty. It doesn't give you guys really much of a chance. I'm going to go with that, and I'm going to get rid of Monarch's Law, because that doesn't, Monarch's vote, because that railway goes in. Royal Wedding! Time for a weekend of the capital's one giant party. Feels like you're not the only one to... Said you're getting ready for the Sunday rolling soon enough. You're staying in the cathedral. At your side, you take him as your blah 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 wife. Yes, I do. After a wedding feast, there's a feast. After the feast, a dance. Your new husband only dances with obvious reluctance. You never felt more tight. Neither is asked for his union. I can assure you it can blossom something more mutual benefit. Yep. Agreed. Hope this alliance proves most fruitful indeed. You head to your separate bedchambers. Perhaps you will draw closer in time. But for now, your husband is happy to keep you at arm's length. That's fine. I'll just adopt a kid. The Crystal Pox. Outbreak of Crystal Pox is in the east. What's that? Terrible disease, Your Highness. It begins with a rash of boils, which slowly and painfully crystallize until the poor victim is sparkling like a diamond. Eventually, the sufferer becomes a crystalline statue, a painful but admittedly glamorous way to go. Whole villages have succumbed. The disease is terribly virulent. May I make a suggestion? The victims of the crystal pox are only infectious at the boil stage. Once they are fully covered in crystals, they are no longer able to spread the disease. Indeed, pox crystals can be harvested and used to make jewelry. If we allowed the pox to spread, we could make money in the East. By Xenia...
That's harsh.
Yeah, I know. Jesus Christ. By Xenia Ash's woman, that is heartless even for you. Yeah, even you're going, fuck that. What the hell? The only way to fight the pox is close the roads, shut down trade until the wave subsides. Is that what you want to do? You want the East to lose money? Okay. All 3 of these options suck. Spread the crystal pox and harvest the gems. Don't do one thing or another. Or quarantine the East to prevent further spread. You know what? I'm going to do this and start the vote. Alright, so vote away. Do you want to spread the pox? Do you want to do nothing? Or do you want to quarantine the disease and keep it from spreading? So vote away, guys. We got 2 more votes that have to come in. One of them's Ulster. Come on, Inquisition. You can do it, buddy. Do you want the disease to spread? Alright. And that leaves Faye. If Faye's still here. Yep. Alright, B or C. Voting tied at 2. I'm going to quarantine the East because I think that's the best option for the people. Trade is destitute. East lost some stuff, and we lost a point of stability. Blockades are placed on the roads leading in and out of the East. Nobody goes in and out. For a month, the crystal pox ravages the countryside. When the blockades are lifted, many fields lie fallow with no farmers left to tend them. Eastern villages are dotted with gleaming statues of the affected. But thanks to the Council's quick thinking, the disease doesn't spread beyond the east borders. Once the roads reopen, the Counts harvest the gemstones from the quarantined dead and sell them for a tidy profit. So basically, you lost money and then you gained money from that. Alright, the printing press. Your Serene Highness, the blacksmith of the coast has come up with some sort of printing contraption. Instead of relying on painstaking efforts of scribes, it produces hundreds of copies of text in an hour. That is remarkable. Isn't technology wonderful? Andrew Woman disagrees. He goes, see how dangerous it is? Books should stay in churches and universities, or else commoners will start getting ideas. Oh, boy. I'll go with that one. Alright. Vote. B. Only churches can use the printing presses. C. Universities can. Or D. Forbid them entirely. I think C is honestly the best choice. Let's let universities have them and then spread them from there. Because I can always bring peasants to the universities later. And educate them that way. Voting is closed. University has done that. Wireless technology. Writing knowledge has been once confined to the library. Trade has increased for everybody. Farming has increased. Oh, I lost 2 points of authority, though. Damn, that hurt. Latest scheme. Yeah, coast economy's never been better. We have more money than we know what to do with. Their wealth has increased slightly. Land, roads, bridges, buy up the whole kingdom piece by piece. Must be in desperate need for gold. So now they have to get my treasury to 1,500 or less in 2 seasons. Oof. Okay. So, the patricians and the counts are at step 2. The grandees are still at step 1. Oh, a new baby. Since the coast, baby's been born on your birthday, appearing in the birth night, shape number 9. Fantastical, perhaps mark the occasion. Oh boy. Alright, I know what I'll do. That one. Alright. So, A, kingdom sends his blessing. B, the king has no time for peasant brats. C, gift the parents a bounty of jewels and fine wine. D, send the Inquisition to make sure that the birthmark is real. Wizen says C, which will cost me 500 treasury. Ulster Inquisition says D, send the Inquisition. That leaves Ori and Faye. Faye says no time for peasant brats. Or he says give the parents. Okay, so it looks like the parents got it. Oh, marvelous. My Humpus thanks your serene highness. The common folk will appreciate your generosity. Stability is now peaceful. Matter. Ask for permission to name the baby after you. What do you think, your esteemed highness? No. Who knows what sort of person this baby will come? Only hope you'll be around to see it. Yeah. Oh, I hope so too. Alright. A helping hand. Something I wanted to ask you. What can I do for you? I used to run a very successful jeweler guild. Lots of tariffs and regulation. You know how it is. I was hoping you could push some changes to council. Eliminate some import duties. I think it's only fair other regions can't compete with us in jewelry and trade anyway. Okay, let's assemble the council. Reduce import taxes on gemstones from Atesh, which increases the treasury by 1,000, but increases trade and defiance as well. Ban all import of the Ateshi gemstones or do nothing. Gonna veto that. You know what? No, I'll do reverse voting. Vote for the one you want the least. Okay? That is what we're going for. A will give reduce the import taxes for the patricians, so that might make them happy. B will basically make everybody else happy, but lower the patricians' trade. C is do nothing. Alright, so I either have do nothing or that. Okay. So we're banning all Ateshi gemstones. Plan Salute Authority is now commanding. Cheaper, lower quality stones are reported from Eshmade, which is an arduous process. Their value increases sharply. Ooh, okay. Contested wreck. Cursed ship sunk last week just off our coast. I request permission. Salvage wreckage. Cursed vessels are always filled with valuable things. Wait. Not be off your coast, but it's in our waters by the 9th. In fact, it's closer to our city Sorenza than yours. You see those waters a year ago for exchange of chest full of silver. You were having money promised your esteemed highness. Our esteemed council, don't let this liar fool you. Okay. So there's patricians salvaging the ships, grandees salvaging the ships. Salvage the ship and return the bounty to Kurth, or leave the wreck alone. Go! Yeah, the counts have no dog in this fight. They have no horse in this race. It's all fucking... whatever. Please fix. Okay. Yeah, I have a blue thing in the corner that is really problematic, but that's okay. Alright, looks like they're letting the patricians have the ship. Defiance is now cordial. Doesn't ever get off the ground. So the coast lost some military people. Ouch. It's auction time, folks. Alright, counts. You have lowering faith or lowering trade. Grandees, you have increasing authority or lowering stability. And patricians, you have lowering farming or increasing stability. So get ready. I'm about to put it up, alright? Why is that all weird now? That's okay, whatever. I'll fix it. All right, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. There you go. Auction now. F. It's fund, not funds, Inquisition. Gotta remove the S. And you don't have 1,000 gold.
I can't actually see it. My picture is in the way. How much do I have?
750. In fact, let me fix that real quick. I'll put you in the corner. You guys in the corner there. Alright, we got 15 seconds. You forgot which one you're funding. Yeah, get in 10 seconds, buddy. Come on. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Ding, 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 ding. Time's up. We have a little bit of lowering of faith. Alright, a terrible secret about your heir, the songstress. Let's get the heir taken care of. Well enough, but you made some good memories together, but there's no spark. You're still in the air. It was a magnificent affair. I'm glad you found a way to have. John Farr, something missing heir. Youngest of cousins. Yeah, we'll do the youngest cousin as an heir. Nice attempted snipe, Faye. Yep. Alright, we got a terrible secret. Oh no. Majesty, I bring you this news. The counts are deliberately eroding the power of the church in the east. Oh. We have been in decline last time. Now we know why.
Who? Us?
Yes, you. The Inquisitor has noticed you. Hollow your mind and summon a demon to fill the void to take possession. By the time they're finished, you'll be nothing but a shell. Demon will take over body and soul. By the ninth god. I thought exactly. Sacrilege. Okay. Okay, I'm going to veto the top one. Because I need that. Alright. Alright, go. Have the king bathed in holy water twice a day, or counts are hardly a threat. Leave them to their business. Hey, Sator. Have a good work, friend. Hope you're having a great time. So far, I've died once. Oh,
and I got the throne.
Tied at 1. I'm gonna bathe myself in fucking holy water. Until the end of the next season. Thank the gods. I'm gonna stop that.
God damn it.
Alright. We're also Stampedes, closer to the stage. There's no deaths yet. It's only a matter of time. How do we nip this in the bud? Ban her from performing. Ensure that the shows have adequate security. Invite her to palace for a private show. This is not a matter for the council's attention. Okay, I don't have anything I really care about in this one. Vote away, folks. We got 2 more. We got Ori and Faye. Alright, not a matter for the council's attention. That's fair. Okay, well, we lost 1 point of stability. That sucks. If you didn't sell us any public land, the treasury's flush with coin right now. Patience, my friend. Let's bide our time until the gold runs out. Yep, we're holding on to our money. In fact, I will do this to help with that. Alright. Matter of faith, devotion. Let's do matter of faith. Economic money-making scheme. Alright. I'm listening. Consignment. It means selling off priesthoods to anyone who wants them. I've already spoken to Archbishop and convinced him it's a good idea. Of course, he'll get a healthy cut of the profits, so will you. That sounds pretty immoral.
And yet it went on for so many centuries.
Yeah. I'm just gonna force the vote to be B. Because I'm not doing this. Let's not sell the fucking church.
Spoil sport.
I'm not taking that risk. I don't think anybody's gonna vote this time because it's like, why vote? There's no point. Yeah. Yeah, Defiance is a little higher. That's okay. New contraption. Hangs, whatever it does. We hold the more muscles. Call it the Ornova 1989. They made a guillotine.
Just a little off the top.
Yeah, just a little off top. Alright, you won't regret this. Alright. I want to fund a nationwide rollout of this shit. Alright, so do we fund a nationwide rollout of the guillotine? Do we test it out on the inventor? Or do we ban the horrible contraption? Vote away, folks. Wisen's trying to kill you. Ori, Wisen's
What
trying
else
to...
is new?
Yeah, Wisen's trying to behead you. You still got to vote, Ori. Same with Faye. Faye wants to kill it. Okay, so you tied it. Yay. Voting tied at 2. I will take fund a nationwide rollout. You're chopping through the backlog of 10 prisoners with unprecedented speed and unprecedented mercy. Oh, boy. Bias. Your Highness, I ignored everything I said about the songstress. I was completely wrong. I hired her for a private performance to see what the fuss was about, and by the ninth, I've never heard anything so beautiful. I was so moved I immediately gave her all my money and keys to my manor. Well, Ange is once again broke. For a performance. We need to do something. Yeah, Jesus Christ. Alright, alright, guys. Vote away. Are we inviting her to the palace for a show? Are we ordering the spy master to investigate this phenomenon? Do we ban her music? Or do we send an assassin to get rid of her permanently? Alright, we're still waiting for Inquisition. Oh, yep, there we go. Everybody voted to send an assassin. Well, she's dead. Meanwhile, there's heads out to Siren Hassan. Yes. Yeah, that's correct. Yeah, she's gonna be gone. Alright, so I have to be careful now. I need more money.
We've got some spare money lying around.
Now we can move on scene. Alright. You have a choice. You can summon the Cockroach Queen and require you to raise authority, or you can raise coins. If you go for raise coins, you and the patricians are going to be fighting back and forth for that. If you attempt to raise authority, you're going to cause me to win. So, do you want to keep the patricians from winning, or do you want to guarantee my win? So it's up to you, Ori. Because A guarantees my win. B is at least a fighting chance. Yep. You're summoning the Duke of Greed. So you have to get me above 3350. Alright, so...
Duke of Greed.
Go with reverse that one. Alright, Sanctuary, Tasty Innovation, the Assassin returns. Oh boy, here we go. Pressing lack of oxygen, Python wrapped around your throat. Yeah, we're gonna call for the Honor Guard. Stab the snake. Like... Yeah. Oh, Christ. The songstress basically enchanted him. Fucking hell. Upon hearing the shouting, battle nuns burst in. Those superficial cuts, they're convulsing. Yep, they're already gonna die. He was our assassin, songstress. Alright. Oh, they gave me the money back. That's good. But that's also bad because that means accounts are more likely to succeed. Oh boy. Tasty Innovation. My hands were occupied. Alright. Behold. Two slices of bread with a piece of meat wedged between them. Oh, God. Astonishing. A royalty and payment. Okay. I'll go with that one. So, Faye really wants C, and I think Wizen does too, because that's more money for them. And that also lowers my treasury, which makes them happy. So there's that. Alright, that leaves Inquisition. We don't want... No, you want me to lose money. You get personal wealth. No. It's taking money from me and giving it to you, Wizen. So you want C to happen. Because C makes me broker. Faye, you have to say vote A, not exclamation point A. Alright. Voting is closed. Yep. Faye and friends got 2,700 gold. Now the Grandies have a better trade than the Patricians. Okay, what am I missing? Oh, Sanctuary. Outlining a song about missiles.
Sanctuary!
Yep. After a decade-long crime scene referred to catching him. Dies in the cathedral, proclaimed sanctuary according to law. We can't arrest him on holy ground. Okay. It is. As long as he remains on holy ground, the child of the night is under protection of mercy. I will not let you violate that. Okay. Alright. We don't need high trade anymore. Alright. B or C. Alright, let's see what you got. Repeal the law of sanctuary or break into the church and have a 50-50 shot at capturing the guy. B is a guarantee we'll get him. C is like, we'll get around it. Alright, we got 2 more votes coming in. We got Ori and Faye. Right now we have a tie. Ori is a C. We'll see what Faye does. Faye is also C. Alright, we're gonna roll the dice and see what happens. Challenge failed. Dead of night and set him free. Okay, yep. Oh, that just screwed everybody. I have no air right now. New honor guard, your heir, and songstress secret. Okay. Let's go with new honor guard. What are my options? Knights of the Drowned Rose, Champions of the Arena. Alright, so I got Coastal Gladiators or Eastern Knights. Well, I'll go with Coastal Gladiators in this case. Yeah. Yeah, I'll go with Coastal Gladiator, the Coastal Gladiators. Alright. My heir. My adopted son. Love you. Ruby the second. Yeah, I love how I don't have a choice here. Alright, ambition from the Spy Master soon. The Songstress secret. Return. And you see, please tell me you found something. What? Oh, she pulls out a pair of plugs out of her ears. Songstress is a witch drawing power from her lyre. It's a magical wood. Turns someone into a tree. When she sings and plays a lyre, people obey. But without it, she's nothing. Okay.
Liar, liar, pants on fire?
Yep. Alright. We're not going to let her keep playing. That is never going to be a fucking thing. Alright. Go, guys. Are we sending soldiers with earplugs to arrest her, hire a thief to steal it, or have a deaf crossbowman sniper from a distance? Or he says sniper from a distance. Well, the Southern soldiers have a guaranteed 100% chance, so there's that. Alright, here we go. Apparently we're swapping the liar for a mundane one. 1550. Oh god, what do they need? 1500, so I'm 50 away. Ugh! They're baffled. Like when you know good. Yeah. BitKit this. Hand it over now. You know my profession is thief, right? Yeah. Oh, son of a bitch! Christ. They got the treasury.
Oh dear.
Yeah.
Oh, God. I tried to tell you.
I tried. God damn it. You know, here. Where do I sign? Here and here. There you go. You got what you wanted. Goodbye, Madam Treasurer. Yep. King's Gold's running out. We got that, so... Alright, so is your goal to raise stability or lower authority? Both of those are bad for me. Stability, though, on your hand is a pretty quick win. Because I do have stability high. But stability is also easy to drop. Vote B. Okay. Alright, they're going for... lowering authority. Got it. Joy. Try. Lower authority to 5 or less. Okay. Auctions. Alright. Here we go. Starting, guys know the routine. Those of you who just joined, like Humanoid Huntsman, Sunrise, if you type in !join, and then your pronoun, like he, she, they, you get to join the game randomly. And you get put into one of the noble houses to try to stab me in the back. Alright, starting the auction in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Auction now. B, that's trade. Okay, F for 50. F for 500. Okay. I need to raise my authority, damn it. Alright. Alright, dunk, dunk, dunk. Let's see what we got. The prison and the trade. Okay. Alright, so my ambition. Let's see how I'm doing. Please tell me I'm doing well. Well done. Awesome. Crush those no smash their armies to submit. Alright, so authority and military. Or authority and faith. Let's see. 10, 15, 9, 13. So faith is honestly going to be my better bet. Alright. So we gotta quit for now because it is time to raid out. So, you got, at least, Inquisition killed me once. He succeeded. So you were
Doodah.
Yeah, I noticed. You killed me once. Congrats. All right. We are going to be rating someone named Anthony's Revenge. He's playing Pokemon MMO, which is basically a giant online Pokemon game. Oh, excuse me. So, if you are one of my many tavern visitors, please use the follower raid message. If you're one of my few tavern patrons, please use the subscriber raid message. And if you happen to have, like, you know, what's the word I'm looking for? Amazon Prime, please subscribe here on Twitch. It's free for you. It helps out. Alright, so I could really use the assistance. With that being said, join me for Multiplayer Monday, where I will be playing Star Wars The Old Republic with Inquisition here. We're going to continue our Sithy adventures. Next Tuesday is RimWorld. So hopefully I won't have anything that will force me to cancel the stream. And next Wednesday is Smallland. So we'll get to start playing that. Alright.
Me and Melody quite like that game. We really do.
I noticed. So please, everyone, take care of yourselves mentally and physically. That's always important. And I know you guys come to my wonderful Resplendent Tavern for the witty banter, but you stay for my screw-ups.
Good night, everyone.
Bye! Toodles.